reinforces that effort by giving you a predetermined opportunity to share feedback with your employees and to officially record that feedback for the organization and for future reference. The performance review process. Your organization's HR department may already have an established performance review system that you should follow, or a formal evaluation form you need to complete. If so, be aware of those requirements and shift your implementation of the process outlined in this book accordingly. If your organization doesn't have any formal procedures or documentation in place for performance reviews, this book provides a process and tools that you can use. This process includes evaluating your employees' performance throughout the year, documenting your impressions, gathering necessary materials including your employees' self-appraisal and 360-degree feedback, finding a suitable time and place for the meeting, setting the right tone during the discussion, offering feedback that the recipient can use to grow, defining next steps including setting goals and creating a development plan, following up with your direct report, assessing your effectiveness in the appraisal process. Following these steps will make the performance review process less stressful for you and more useful for your employee. Involve your employee. While it may seem that the performance review process rests solely on your shoulders, your employee plays his part as well. As a manager, you'll be in charge of the review process and lead the discussion. In advance of your meeting, you'll gather and evaluate information about the employee's performance and write a formal appraisal. In the review meeting itself, you'll discuss your assessment with the employee and engage him in a dialogue to plan improvements. But an appraisal is not intended to present a one-sided point of view. To make the appraisal as objective and effective as possible, you should involve your employee in the process long before the formal meeting. By conducting regular feedback discussions throughout the year and asking the employee to complete a self-appraisal as the review itself approaches, you will promote trust, establish a tone of partnership and cooperation, prevent surprises, and help temper negative reactions to constructive feedback. Finally, your employee will feel he has contributed to the appraisal, rather than being a passive recipient of your evaluation. Now that you understand what a performance review entails and how your employee can be involved, let's turn our attention to the evaluation process, which starts with getting the right information. Gathering information. Assessing an employee's performance isn't something you do once, a week before conducting a review discussion. It's an ongoing process. Your information gathering, likewise, should be a part of your daily work throughout the year. To get a complete picture of your employee and fairly evaluate her work, collect information about her performance from a number of different sources. Observe and track employee progress. Direct observation is the best way to monitor employee performance. It can help you identify strengths and weaknesses and understand the impact those capabilities will have on your employee's ability to achieve specific goals. In a fast-paced workplace, attentive observation is especially important. If an individual is headed off track, you need to know about it early before problems are compounded. Flagging issues when they first arise will enable you to take corrective action and help your employee get back on course. Keep notes about your observations throughout the year, so you're not relying on memory when it's time to do a formal assessment. It's difficult to remember everything your employee did over the course of the year, and her most recent work is probably what's fresh in your mind. Maybe your employee saved the day in January, but made a mammoth mistake in June. When her July review comes around, which event are you more likely to recall? Consider these two approaches for tracking employee performance. Keep a notebook, file, or folder on each of your direct reports handy and update it regularly with notes on their performance. Set a reminder in your calendar to periodically add entries. Request short, informal monthly progress reports from each of your employees. You might specify a few topics to cover, such as key accomplishments, problems, or concerns.